fellow Christian fiction lovers, welcome to another video. Today I am going to be sharing with you some books that are not Christmas books specifically, but they give off that just warmth and like family feeling of just the holidays, that just that vibe that I feel, and I feel like a lot of people feel and associate with the holidays. But these books do not specifically center around Christmas. Some of them definitely do have scenes and parts of the plot are during the holidays, but they're not like specifically Christmas books, if that makes sense. And I just thought I would share them because I've never really gotten into reading specifically Christmas books. It's not that I'm not interested in them, I've just never really picked one up and actually, tried to get interested in them. So this is my list of books that feel like the holidays without actually necessarily being about the holidays. The first one is Lulu's Cafe. This one is a tough book to read. There's a lot of traumatic stuff that happens to the main character, but once she finally kind of settles into this routine and has friends in her new hometown, she just is kind of like adopted into this sweet community that is so loving and so kind to her. She just kind of like finds her family and her people, and there is a Christmas celebration in the book that she gets to help put together and like make cookies and do some of the like holiday things, and I really liked that. So definitely like look into the book first and read what it's about, but it does have some like warmth and very family love kind of feelings in it. Next is another book that I would kind of give the same like cautions for, and that is Nightbreed Calling by Cathy Gohlke. I read this book in the summer, but it does end at Christmas time. Does it end at Christmas time? I can't remember. There is a pretty big plot point and some things in the book that revolve around Christmas time and in the month of December, but it is about a woman who has also gone through some pretty traumatic things and ends up relocating. Wow, both of these books are sounding very similar. I did not realize that when putting this list together, but Nightbreed Calling is historical fiction, and it is about this woman who ends up moving to her mother's old hometown and just finding her people and her family there and becoming so loved and cared for. And it just seriously, like, the acceptance and kindness and love that she experiences is all of those things that I would associate with just the warmth of the holidays, and that's why I think it could be something fun to read around this time of year. Okay, next up is Dreams of Savannah by Roseanne M. White, and this book, there is a Christmas party in this book, I believe. Not like a big plot point that I can remember, but I do think there is a Christmas party or something of that sort within the book. The reason I'm recommending this one for this time of year is because it is such a sweet romance, and the two main characters are just so like heartwarming and just so sweet to their friends, their family. They both grow a lot in the book, which is another great thing for me. It's one of the reasons I like it so much, but it is ultimately like a really sweet story. There's not a lot of triggering elements in it. There are some parts of it that are kind of unrealistic, but that's part of just what adds to the super sweet romance and gives the book character and that like heartwarming feeling. So yeah, Dreams of Savannah is another really good, cute book. So next I'm going to recommend a series, and that is the Orphan series by Jody Headland. And this book, basically each book in this series there's 3 of them. Each follows a different sister in the Newman family. They have recently lost their parents, and each book is their journey like out west, somehow dealing with the orphan trains. How they find each other again, like they get separated and then they find each other and kind of learn to be a family without their parents, yet still honoring and cherishing the memories of their parents. And just this family aspect of it is so sweet and so heartwarming. And I've said the word heartwarming so many times in this video, I apologize. but it's really touching and sweet. And I wouldn't say there's anything super dark or deep. All three books are romances. All three sisters find super sweet partners, and I loved the romances so much. They were so cute. And I think a cute romance is like very sought after and appreciated in Christmas stories. So, I mean, at least in our modern, like, you know, Hallmark vibes. And that is definitely what these books give out. They're just not set during the Christmas season. The first one might be. I think the first one does actually end on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, something like that. Next, I'm going to recommend you a classic, Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. I love Little Women. I read this book when I was young. I've reread it a couple of times. It starts on Christmas Day. And so like, even if you just read the first couple of chapters, that's a Christmas story in and of itself. But Little Women is, if you don't know what it's about 4 sisters, and we start on Christmas Day and see kind of how their family, their mother and their father, have like shaped their childhood, and how they're very, like, they each try to be generous and patient, but we get to see their flaws and how they grow and throughout the whole novel, and it's just so sweet. And the family aspect of Little Women is honestly inspiring, and just, I feel like something every family wants to have, and it's such a great book to read. I love Little Women and always will. And then finally, I'm going to recommend a duology. I'm going to recommend Marta's Legacy by Francine Rivers. This duology is like the least like Christmassy one. The only reason I'm recommending it is because it follows 4 generations of women in the same family. We start with Marta, and then we follow her, and then her daughter, and then her daughter, and then her daughter, basically. And it goes from all the way, oh my gosh, I think from 1901 through 2004 or 5. I'm pretty sure that's right. I could be super wrong, but basically it follows all 4 women and just how their family has shaped them, how their relationship with their mothers and then their daughters, and how the different, like, growing up in different time periods, and just you get this like you get to see this family just progress, and I really like that. And I think family is a big part of the holidays. You know, people go back home to see their family. Family reunions are very popular around the holidays. So I picked this duology as a recommendation because of that, and because even though there's a lot of familial struggles within the books, just tension between mother and daughter relationships, and just seeing how that impacts, ultimately the conclusion is that family is very important. They always end up honoring and respecting their mother or their daughter, however it is, and that's why I really like that duology. I need to reread it sometime soon because it was just so good and I loved it. Those are some of my recommendations of books with holiday-ish vibes that aren't centered around the holidays. I hope this video makes sense to people. I'm still not quite sure what I'm going to title it, but we're getting there. So let me know if there's any books that give off that heartwarming, sweet, cute, simple vibe. It can be romance, it can be about family, whatever. I'm a fan of both. Drop those recommendations in the comments because a good heartwarming read is always appreciated. But thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a like. And if you want to see more content like this, go ahead and subscribe. And I will see you in my next video, whatever that is. Until then, bye.